All right. Can people hear me? How are we doing? All right. Welcome to the chat, Rev Rye Guy, Miguel, DJ Marley, Rev. All right. So we're doing things a little different tonight. Things are going to be a little different tonight. So here's what we're going to do. I am streaming through StreamYard. I've never done this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link to StreamYard in a minute here into the chat. And I'm going to be dropping it into the chat periodically as the night goes on. You guys can click on that link and you guys can call in to me and then we can have a conversation on stream. And you can say what you want to say. You can plug your channel. You can talk about Seahawks stuff. I don't know how many people we're going to get in. This is obviously the first time I've ever done this. I saw Cop Pizzle doing it last night. I've seen other people do it before. It looks like fun. So I thought it'd be fun to try it tonight while I'm watching this Yankees-Rays game for at least a couple hours. Don't know how it's going to go. Don't know how many people we're going to get. If people don't want to come on. I don't know if StreamYard lets you do voice only, but I assume they do. So if you only want to do voice, that's cool too. Obviously, your internet and your microphone are your responsibility. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and we're going to have some people in while I'm watching the baseball playoffs, Yankees-Rays. It's the rubber game. So, all right. StreamYard link is posted in chat. You can click on it and go through it. And as I see people want to come on, I'll have them on. I will have complete control. So I may push people off if it's not going well or, something like that. But basically, okay. We got our first call in. I'm going to go ahead, pull him in.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Sam. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just chilling in my room watching NFL Network and that. Figured I'd be the first one since you started using the StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it a regular thing, but I'm going to try it tonight and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that whenever I got a chance to do my red zone reactions,
Yeah.
But man,
right.
What a heck of a game last night.
Yeah, that was fun.
I can't believe Brady didn't think that it was still third down. I can't believe Brady forgot it was fourth down. That was insane.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see we have one other person who wants to come on stream. I will take people in the order that they come in, so you'll be on shortly to anybody who's in line, and we'll see how long things go. But yeah, I'm just sitting here watching baseball, and I thought, it's Friday night. It hasn't been an easy week for me. That's not a bad idea, right, guy?
Another thing you can do with StreamYard, which I learned from Jazzy Jeff, is that you can also, before you start a chat, if you want to just have certain people on, you can email to their Gmail accounts the link so that way they can be the only ones to come on.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I wanted this open to anybody who wanted to come in for today.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I wanted to try out the new technology. I wanted to try something new. It's only 4:15, so odds are good that people haven't even gotten off work yet. So I'll probably have to keep this open for a couple hours to really get people coming in. But yeah, things are. This new technology is fun. I remember years ago trying to figure out how would I be able to do something like this, and now they make it so easy.
Yep, that's the wonders of the future in technology. Big time.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm setting my computer so I can put up my background.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. I'm not doing the background tonight. Okay, I'm going to bring in somebody else to the stream real quick. Okay, DJ Kang, you are on.
Oh, hey, Brandon, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? What's up? Who are you in the chat?
Huh?
What's your name on YouTube? What's your name in the YouTube chat?
DJ Marley Hype.
Oh, very nice, man. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you coming around.
What's up, DJ Kane?
I'm just sitting here watching baseball, and I thought I want to try this new technology, man. Mass Temple. I'm gonna look into Streamlabs OBS very soon.
Yeah.
What channel is the baseball game on?
I got TBS, Sam.
55. Yeah, I got TBS as well.
Yeah. Hey, WFam Cam, welcome to this stream. I also changed my username to put Seahawks in it because I wanted people to know that this is a Seahawks channel primarily.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd go ahead and do a little celebratory thing while I did that, and we'll just try to keep building up the channel. But hey, Jason Baker, welcome to the stream. But yeah, so me and Sam did our collaboration on his channel yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it yet, then I advise that you go check it out. But how you doing tonight, DJ King?
I'll post the link.
Good. I've been I don't know. I've been watching NorbCam for like 5 or 6 years, but I've only heard about you for about a year or two.
I'm not a big channel, not yet. I'm working on it. I mean, if you go back a couple years, you can even find games that I missed. Like I wasn't doing WFanCam. Yes, I will probably be doing this more than once. I will probably do this more than once unless things just go bad for some reason. But yeah, like you can go back 2 years, and there are games that I missed where I didn't do pregame for, and I think there have been some games where I didn't do postgame for. I didn't really amp it up to the way that it is now until last season. So I'm growing pretty fast now.
Yeah, like I've known NorbCam pretty well. Like I've even met him before, even though I live down in California. I'm still a Seahawks fan now.
I've met NorbCam twice.
I started basically my channel off of him when most of the collaborations I had with Norb were before I had a channel. So we go back. We hung out in Arizona during the Super Bowl 49 week when I went to the Super Bowl with my dad. So there was that.
Yeah, I went to Emerald Queens Casino. And Emerald Queens. No, not Emerald Queens. I'm sorry, Emerald Downs. And I actually hung out with NorbCam when we watched the Seahawks play the Jaguars in 2017.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was there with Dallas. I remember how pissed I was, man. I was there that night too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Dan, I wish I would have.
We probably saw each other and just didn't know.
Yeah, man, that's crazy how stuff happens. And you told me I met your dad before, and it's like, man.
Yeah, you definitely met my dad. Metal Hawk.
Metal Hawk.
Does that mean anything to you?
Yo, he makes all that metal stuff, right?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Wow, that's just been a while because I know I met other guys. Like I met Mama Blue's nephew, the one that owns the Volkswagen Beetle and whatnot, Beetle Hawk, and a bunch of other guys. It's just wow.
Okay.
I was at like the Emerald Downs for the game against the Cowboys on Christmas Eve that we won.
Oh yeah.
Then it started to snow.
Oh yeah, it started to snow.
I got to get back out to Emerald Downs, by the way. I like the horse racing.
Yeah, I stopped going to Emerald Downs after we lost to the Jaguars, after we lost to the 49ers in 18, because I felt like the freaking viewing parties were bad luck.
Mm-hmm. They got the 12-egg omelet that if you eat it in 12 minutes or something, it's free. I never did try that.
Wow.
Okay, we got a couple people waiting in line, so I'm going to bring them in shortly. I don't want to bring in too many people at once and screw things up. I can only bring in 6 at a time right now, guys, just so y'all know.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I put the link to our recent collaboration in the comments to the to the stream that we did where we were talking the preview to Seahawks Vikings.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about this Vikings game? I feel good about it.
Because I feel like the Vikings are going to start to get hot now. Because I don't know, I feel like Justin Jefferson and Thielen are going to go for big yards on us. I don't know, they're kind of scaring me a little bit, but I don't get that trap game feel.
I'm taking from Brendan's side where he said he's feeling good about us on our offensive side. Defense is still my biggest question mark for shutting down Jefferson and Thielen. And then, of course, there's Dalvin Cook and Kyle Rudolph. But was I correct yesterday when I said that Mackenzie Alexander was one of the guys on their defense? Because I felt like he was the one that had the pick six where Russell tried to bat his own pass down to make it incomplete. Was it Mackenzie Alexander?
Yeah, that name sounds about right. But apparently
Anthony
Kendricks, who did not practice all week, is going to play, so that's a big deal for them.
All right.
Eric Kendricks.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Kendricks. Yeah.
Michael Kendrick's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so DJ, you've been subbed to me for like a year, you said.
Yeah.
All right.
been
So how did you find my channel?
I don't know. Like I'm just going through like Seahawks, like reaction to Seahawks games, and then like I saw your channel, and then like I started watching your videos because I thought you had really good insights. Like you'd like be
Yeah,
better
thank you,
at,
man.
like, even than like Norb.
Yeah,
Even
Norb
though,
is
like,
more entertainment. I like Norb. I met him, like I said, a few times. I like Norb. I'm not a big fan of his some of his content because it's not really the kind of way that I digest sports. But Norb's cool. Like I said, I met him a couple times, and I've checked out a
like,
couple of his like live streams of watching the game, and he seems cool.
Yeah, a lot of my
Yeah, like-
subscribers that I've gotten through my channel have came from the NorbCam subscribers too, and then obviously some of the other ones like JoJo Finn and Drop Top Sub and Mass Temple have also come from, and TJ have come from your channel, Brendan. And
Right,
DJ,
right.
if you haven't yet done so, yeah, you got to check out my channel too, Sam Dogg The Infamous 253, which I do a bunch of game picks with my buddy Dallas for the weekly picks of every game going on, and from time to time when the Seahawks don't play. Whenever we get the chance, I do red zone reactions with my buddy Dallas.
yeah, like I'll probably check it out because sometimes I don't get all the Seahawks games out here. Usually I just go to I usually just go to like the bar and I'll watch the Seahawks game because they have like all the games on. But sometimes I don't get the Seahawks games
Because you're in California.
I live in the Bay Area, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All right, DJ. All right, DJ. I'm going to bring somebody else onto the stream. So thank you for calling in, man.
Alright.
All right, so stick around. I'll probably be doing this again. Feel free to call in again in the future. All right. Okay, Rye Guy PDX.
Rye Guy.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Rye Guy 1218, Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, yeah. He's been in my channel for a long time, Rye Guy. He's my only mod.
So he used to be Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, yes, he was.
Yeah, I had to change my name.
Mm-hmm.
This on the topic of baseball.
Oh yeah.
Martinez.
Yeah, man. I mean, next year. Hopefully, next year is the year.
Yeah.
But how you doing tonight, Rye Guy? What's up?
Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna. My mom's a Yankees fan, so that's gonna be Hal.
Oh yeah. Well, they're not off to the best start. I can tell you that right now. But
yeah,
I didn't know they were doing best of 5 this year. I thought it was best of 7.
Tampa got 2 on base right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Rye Guy, how do you feel about this Vikings game?
We should win, but obviously ifs and buts were candy and nuts. We'd all have a wonderful Christmas, as my father would say.
I'm starting to think those injury reports the team releases on Wednesday are just like clickbait, because every week we have like 30 people on the injury report, and then the game gets here and they're all playing except like 2 people.
I mean, they look
So it's like they get us just to freak out on Wednesday because everybody's hurt.
At least from the eye test, they look fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Jamal Adams is out, we know that, but apparently everybody else may play. So it's like they got us all worked up for nothing.
And then some of these are last second things before the game, like during pregame, the coaches like to see if they're upright and if they are able to play. And usually it's mostly on the player. They don't think they can go. If a coach doesn't think he can go, then it's usually game time decisions that usually are surprising,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if it's like shin splints, then it's like fine, you should be able to play through that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know it's not good to just say, "Wait, we've never lost to the Vikings before." Hey, Emmett, how you doing?
Not
hey,
in the
Jojo.
It's one of the. I think it's just a matchup thing that why we are always successful against the Vikings and not successful against other teams.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Insidious, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat.
Like the one team that Russ has never beaten is like,
the Chargers.
The Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers.
It's like one of the most obscure franchises in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just I've said this before. There are bad teams that when they play the Seahawks, I'm kind of worried like when we play Washington later this year, I'm gonna be like a little like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. If the Cardinals are a bad team this year, they're another one when we play. I'm gonna be like, ooh, I don't like this.
Yeah,
But
like
this
that.
Vikings team, I'm not feeling it.
With
Yes,
Arizona, with Arizona, it always feels like we have their number in their house and they have their number. They have our number at theirs. You know,
Yep.
that's what it's felt like the last few years. Like with whenever we play Arizona, like we beat them there, they beat us up here. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think before 2013, that was like we struggled in Arizona because I think
Yeah.
week 17 of 2011. I don't know if we were winning in, but I know that was a game down there that we lost.
Yeah, it was not winning in. I remember that season. So anyway, let me reiterate to the chat, guys. This is a call-in show. I just posted the link to the StreamYard in the chat, and it's also in the video description. If you click there, you can actually get in the video. I won't be able to take everybody at once because they only let you take so many people when you have a free account on StreamYards. But you can call in and actually say stuff on stream. I'm only going to be taking like it's probably 3 people at most at a time. But yeah, I thought this would just be a fun thing to try tonight while I'm watching this baseball game, because baseball's not the most intensive sport where you have to be paying attention every second. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's fun in the playoffs though. It's only fun in the playoffs. Just like basketball gets good in the playoffs, hockey gets good when it hits playoff time, and some sports are just only good during the playoffs. Where football is good all the time, where basically every game is on the line for seeding and whatnot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
It's an advantage of a short season.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so yeah, everybody, if you're into like Seahawks fan type stuff, you can go check out Sam. But Sam, I got to get some other people on the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
Yeah, I was gonna get ready to bail anyway, but thanks for getting me on the first one, man.
No problem. See you later.
All right,
Go
I'll catch
Hawks.
you later.
Okay, we've got Nicholas. Welcome to the stream.
Mhm.
How are you tonight?
What's going on, my man?
I'm just sitting here watching baseball, watching the Rays load the bases, looking to put the air away early.
Yeah, I've never been much of a baseball person at all.
Yeah, I don't love it, but it's fun. It's a nice way to pass the time. I appreciate it.
Of course, if the
and it's totally up to you. You don't have to call in if you don't want to, but I'm doing different things tonight, man. I don't usually do this.
Shoot, I guess I should be trying to look at the camera. Okay.
If the M's were better, we'd probably be more invested.
Yeah. So, Nicholas, where are you from? What part of the country do you come from?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. My best friend lives in Georgia. My best friend lives in Georgia.
Your best friend?
Not you. I'm not doing some corny thing.
Yeah.
But my best friend actually lives in Georgia.
I guess I'm a bit of a bandwagon fan, but I don't know. I joined the bandwagon when I was like 10 years old.
I mean, my best friend is a Bears fan, and he lives in Georgia. The guy who inspired me to do this stream, Cop Hizzle, is a Tennessee Giants fan. You know, stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So one thing that I kind of found interesting, something I wanted to ask you about is, what do you think the playoff picture is going to look like? Because I was looking at the Bears game, and honestly, people are saying like the Bucks could be a potential threat to win the NFC. I'm kind of looking at it. I think the only real competition for NFC champs is us and the Packers, but I don't know, man.
Well, I'm going to keep saying this until I see better things from this defense. With this defense, we can lose to anybody. Yeah. Fortunately, I mean, it reminds you a lot of the 15-1 Packers, where their defense was terrible, but their offense was so good they won 15 games. But then they got to the playoffs, the defense was still bad. The offense had an off game, and it was lost. They got blown out. They actually got blown out. There were actually some bad calls in that game that were closer than it was.
Oh, it's also kind of like the Ravens from last year. Oh, sorry.
Well, the Ravens just played a bad all-around game. The Ravens were not one-dimensional or anything.
Yeah, no, but I'm just talking about like overconfident teams getting their shit rocked when they come up against a team that's ready to play and got your head up your ass.
But I feel you. The Seahawks and Packers are clearly at the top of the NFC, and the other teams are below us in some order. Like, I don't think the Bears are for real. I think the Bears are a decent team, but they're not 4-1 good. I think that the Bucks are talented, but they're not exactly. They don't exactly make a lot of sense as a team. Who else is there? The Rams are good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
The Rams are definitely good.
New Orleans
They're
might
running
be
the ball better this year. Balanced.
New Orleans might be falling off.
I don't believe in the Saints really. I think I don't know. I don't like the way that team's put together very much. I was kind of selling on the Saints before the season started.
Don't they have like a few key injuries that might be able to turn it around?
Yeah, but the thing is, Breeze can't throw it deep no more, and without that, it's tough.
Yeah.
There's an argument that Michael Thomas might just be a product of Sean Payton.
I mean, I think he definitely is. All he does is catch slant passes for most of the game. I know he's good, but I don't know. I think that it's us and the Packers, and then the next tier would probably be Bucks, Saints, Rams, and then you would probably go like Bears. I need to see a little more from the Bears. I need to see them actually like be impressive in one of these games because they've somehow managed to win 4 games and haven't looked very good in any of them.
I don't know. But, the Thursday night game gave me a little bit more faith. They might be able to at least take a game off the Packers because honestly, they look so hot. We need somebody to slow them down before they just steamroll to the first seed.
I am going to stick to my priors a little bit with the Packers. I didn't think the Packers were going to be that good this year. And I'm going to say at some point this stuff catches up to them a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm also not looking too far ahead. I'm looking at this season one at a time. We got this game, then we got a bye week. It's going to be a long time before we see the game after this Vikings game. So
I was saying, I like to think that the playoff picture starts to develop at about week 5-ish. That's when you can start to talk about it a bit.
Yeah, and I also think there's going to be some trades at the trade deadline that can shift things significantly. Like I said, I mean, Houston desperately needs to trade some players because of their cap situation. You don't know where those guys are going to go. I've said before, I don't know if Houston would be willing to trade J.J. Watt, but they honestly should. So you don't know how stuff like that can shift. For all we know, Atlanta's going to say bye to Julio Jones. Imagine how much worse we would feel tomorrow if the 49ers traded for Julio Jones.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that would be tragic.
It might be traded to.
Especially
No, you go ahead.
Danny has worked with Julio.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of familiarity there. He would love that. I don't know what the 49ers would have to give up to do it. I'm not saying they're even thinking about it right now, but they just cut Mohamed Sanu, and their receiver is terrible. So how bad is Sanu?
I don't know. I can tell you as somebody from sort of the Atlanta area, nobody here has any faith in the team anymore. They're willing to sell the nails they're willing to sell the nails and everything here.
Or they're focused on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I said this in my stream last night. I'll say it again. There are a lot of teams that need to blow it up, but I just don't know if they're going to have the courage to blow it up because it's not fun to blow it up.
I don't know. The most likely landing spot, maybe not the most likely, but the thing that I think makes the most sense would probably be the Bears, honestly, at this point, because I was looking at the game. There's so little firepower on that offense. It just felt like the entire game they just sucked and they had to pull one play out of their ass in order to win it. So that would probably be the solution.
I think we kind of knew that Chicago would be a defense first team coming in.
And they are, but Foles is bad. I'm sorry. I know we like Foles. I know he's fun. I know he's cool and won a Super Bowl, but he's not good. And he missed so many passes against the Bucs that could have ended that game, and it just didn't happen. So it's not even that Foles is a game manager. He's just bad. He misses too much. He's way too streaky. Hey, I like to watch NFL. Hey, JoJo.
And the Eagles had him at the right place at the right time.
They had a great system. They had a ton of talent in that offense. They had the best tight ends in the league. They had 3 good receivers.
I don't know if they had Goddard yet.
Oh, yeah, but they still had Zach Ertz. They had great running backs. They had best offensive line I've seen in a while.
Everything just came together.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Hey, Master Chief, what's up?
Mhm.
All right, so to anybody new in the chat, I'm going to keep reiterating this. This is a call-in show. Click on the link. I'm posting it in the chat right now. If you click on that link, you can join the show. You can call in, and I'll bring you on after a few minutes.
All right.
Yes, JoJo, there will be
Yeah.
Dragon Quest tonight.
Just let me know when my time is up.
Yeah, I got nobody in the queue right now, so you're good for the moment.
All right.
All right, but yeah, I'm just
Okay.
sitting here watching baseball, and I'm like, how can I make this night more interesting? And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try this call-in show thing. Cop Hizzle did it last night, and I was like, this looks kind of fun. This could maybe help the channel. This could maybe engage me with my viewers a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought I'd check it out.
Yeah.
Tumbo, I just
Okay.
posted in the stream. Okay. So this is the link to join the StreamYard. If you have a working microphone, you can join. If you have a working webcam, all the better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to put that up on stream real quick. Yeah, Foles throws so many bad balls. He throws some good balls and he makes plays, but you need to be more consistent if you're going to be a good QB. So yeah, I it's more fun with Foles on the Bears, but he's not good either. So
There's like a 0% chance they win the NFC North with him.
yeah, that too.
Not a 0, but like 0.001.
Like
Yeah.
who remembers? Nick
I'm
Foles?
not on my phone. Laptop.
Who remembers Nick Foles with the Rams?
I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
My point being is that it did not end well.
Mhm. Yeah, my
did
best
go off.
friend at the time when Nick Foles got drafted really liked Nick Foles. And, you know, I don't really talk to him too much anymore. It's been a long, long time. But I remember he really liked Nick Foles. And I thought it was really cool when he went back to Philadelphia and played the 2 best games of his life to win a championship. But I don't see it. So, yeah. I honestly think we're probably going to be better than the Packers this year, but I haven't seen any hard proof of it yet. So that's what I'm going to say about that.
As long as not every single one of our running backs get injured like last year, we have, I would say, more than 50% chance to win, even if we're going to Green Bay.
Although we don't have to worry about the crowd anymore.
Yeah. I don't want to go to Green Bay, but
yeah, no
we're probably going to have to. We're probably going to have to because, you know, the Rams are going to come prepared and at least take one game off the series. And I'm seriously afraid Arizona and 49ers are going to take a game off the series. You know, I'm just looking at the Packers' schedule. I just don't see any losses for them.
I mean, God, last year they had so many close calls. They probably should have gotten swept by the Lions.
Yeah.
They got any.
All right, right, guys. We've got a couple people who are trying to call in, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go.
Have a good day, y'all.
All right. See ya. Okay. Yeah, Nicholas. So I'm going to let you go in a minute here, but first I'm bringing in Zatumbo. How you doing tonight, buddy?
It's good, bro. Hold on, give me a second.
How's it going? I'm just sitting here watching some Yankees-Rays, and I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and have some people come on the channel for a little bit. So, you watching baseball tonight? I know you said you like a little baseball in the stream a while ago. Okay, Zatumbo, I think your mic is muted. I don't know if you did that. It's not on my end. All right, Nicholas. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go and bring somebody else on. So it was good to have you on, man. And if I do, feel free to call back.
Can I ask you one last question, though?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win the NFC East? Because honestly, it looks so up in the air. I have no idea.
I guess I'll say the Cowboys, but I don't feel good about it at all. It's close.
Yeah, no, I honestly feel like the switch at quarterback for Washington might mean that they just go ahead here with the cupcake schedule.
Kyle Allen's no good neither. So, all right, man. Thanks.
Maybe.
I'll see you tonight in the Dragon Quest stream if you come around.
Yep, I will be there.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Now.
Is it any echo?
No, you're good. You're good. So how you
my
doing?
fucking headphones fucked up.
That happens, man. I mean,
It's about time you got one of these shits on, bro.
Yeah,
better than typing in the chat, man.
Okay, we had somebody in the queue a minute ago, and then they just dropped off. So if you want to come back on, I'll bring you right back on.
You're gonna have to give me a second because, like, I'm listening on the laptop, and the laptop stream is like 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, that will happen.
about to
There is
make
a
some
little bit
shit,
of delay. But yeah, how you doing tonight, man?
Fuck this shit. But man, how you think about the game last night?
Last night, man, I mean, that Bucks team, it's really interesting because Brady's so used to having a coach who gets all the little things right, and now he's on a team that commits double-digit penalties and puts themselves in 1st and 30, and it's not the same. When you're missing the little things, it's not so easy. So I think that's the main takeaway from that.
I feel like they missing Leonard Fournette. I think Ronald Jones, he's playing all right, but Leonard Fournette, the way he can play, he can really control a game when the pass game's not working. We can really use him to pound down the defense.
I'm going to bring in another guy here real quick. Emmett,
Yo,
you are on the stream. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Just got off work. I tried doing this from my truck, but that shit wasn't working. So I was like, I better get inside where the Wi-Fi is better.
These two guys have been on my channel for a little while. They've been coming into my streams for months and
good with you.
What's up, Zatumbo? Good to see you, bud.
Not much, man.
Yeah.
Brandon, good to see you too, buddy.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here watching this baseball game, and I thought I'd spice things up a little tonight. So how do you guys feel about this Vikings game? Because I'm feeling pretty good.
I feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I bet one of my friends, he's a Vikings fan. I bet him money I don't even got, but that's how confident I feel.
I think you're okay. I think you're okay.
That is solid confidence right there. I like that. Shoot. I don't know. I got the feeling we're just gonna blow them out. Man, I got the utmost confidence in Russ. I mean, as long as Pete stays the hell out of the way, I got no beef with it.
I don't know. You know, we love making the games one possession, so I think it might come down to one score because all our games do.
Man, I'm an old man. I can't afford no more gray hair. I don't need that in my life.
Man, I'm 20 and I'm already Seahawks giving me heart problems already, especially when we played Dallas. I was like, come on, can we make a stop, please?
20. Oh my God. I'm twice here. I just turned 40 on the 6th. So I'm already saying years young and stuff. I'm hating it.
Yeah. I'm right in the middle, man. I'm 30, so I'm right in the middle, y'all.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun. But
nice.
Yeah, so last year we were blowing out the Vikings, and then they just dropped 2 touchdowns in like 3 seconds and made it a game. And it could happen like that again because the Vikings do have good offense, but I just don't think we're going to lose.
I don't think either. Also, they dropped for whatever reason. They got rid of everybody. They don't have nobody on defense anymore. I mean, Harrison Smith's still there, but everybody else is a bunch of just guys. And Justin Jefferson dude, he's been balling, but I don't think he's. Yeah. That team ran through Stephon Diggs and Dalvin Cook. And we don't got to worry about Stephon Diggs and Kirk Cousins. If the run game ain't doing nothing, which we can stop the run, we've been stopping the run this year. It's going to be Kirk to throw 40 passes.
The one thing we're good at, yep.
Do you really want Kirk Cousins throwing the ball 40 times a game to win you a game as a Vikings fan?
Yeah, that's why I made
smells like 3 picks to me.
Yeah, that's why I made that video today. I wanted to say teams are passing the ball so much against this defense. It's his 800 pass attempts we're on pace for.
Yeah, I watched that video. That was good, man. It opened my eyes. I knew it sucked like you did, but God damn, the amount of freaking yards. That's over 150 extra than the record already.
Yeah. The record's 670. We're on pace for 800. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does kind of emphasize the fact that we need more production per pass rusher because the guys are putting up numbers, but we're only getting pressure on like 22 or 23% of dropbacks. It's not good enough. But yeah, that's kind of why I made that video. I was like, I need to set the record straight here. I don't think the pass rush is doing good enough yet.
Well, we might have to just start running the ball more so we can get our defense off the game because we're having these really fast 8-play drives every time. And we keep putting them right back on the field, and they're already not good. When we can run the ball, I mean, I want to let Russ cook, but we might have to him out in some situations,
Yeah, that is, somebody mentioned that in one of my videos a few days ago, and my first thought was like, we can't take the ball out of Russ's hand for that reason, but it kind of makes sense, right? Because if Russ throws an 80-yard touchdown pass on the first play of the drive, then
I'll take it.
It goes right back out there. So They got to get turnovers. That's really all you can say. They got to get turnovers. They're not going to stop them every play. That's fine. Give me a few turnovers.
Just keep running, DK. Don't stop.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind just putting our defense out as long as our offense doesn't stall like we sometimes do, like we did versus Dallas. We was up like 2 scores and then we just stalled out. And like we're versus Miami, we just kept stalling out. I hate when that happens. Yeah, like if you're gonna put your defense out there on the field, you got to be producing points because you don't want to allow the other team to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I kind of wanted to do a little extra work on what you were doing in your video, Brendan, because you were talking about how much they like teams throw on us and all that jazz. But I'm wondering, because the excuse is always teams that are trying to play catch up. Well, how much do they try and run on us early in the game when it's close, or do they even try, or do they just come out of the gate passing the rock?
Yeah. Well, if I'm recalling correctly, when we played the Patriots, and by the way, Cam Newton threw the ball like 50 times against us. He might not throw the ball more than 30 times in any other game, which is kind of
the next game. He didn't even get 200 yards. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, and the thing is, like the Patriots tried to run the ball against us, and it wasn't really working. So eventually, I think they just gave up on it. So, yeah, I mean, I think part of it is just we are stopping the run pretty well this year for whatever that's worth. It's not just because teams aren't trying. It's actually the run defense is pretty solid.
Well, let's see what Snacks can do. Hopefully he plays this game and it just adds to the run D, so that should help that out. And I'm really hoping we spy Griff on freaking Cook, because I just want Cook out of the game. I mean, you put Griff 49 in that sucker. He spied someone early this year, and I can't remember who the hell he did, but he took him right out of the game plan, and I loved it. I want to see that again. That's what I want to see. I want him doing like that Deion Buchanan role and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like that. The crazy thing about Cook is the Vikings are always playing from behind, and he still has almost 500 rushing yards.
That man's good,
You got to be intimidated by what he's doing so far this year. Dalvin Cook might be the best running back in the league right now.
It's a one-man show.
I got to check the stats on that one.
Yeah,
coming in the year, I thought it was
so.
I thought it was easily Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb, maybe second.
Those guys are special, man.
I think Nick Chubb, the Browns robbing him, man, because they keep trying to put the games on the line with Baker. They did that too much last year. They probably could have made the playoffs if they just kept running the ball, because this dude would be averaging almost 6 yards a carry every single game. Plus, you got Kareem Hunt.
I'm still sad we could have had Chubb and we took Penny instead, man. I'm still sad about that.
You think Chubb will work that well in our offense, though? As good as a Carson?
I don't know. I
Carson's
think Chubb would
sweet.
well in this
God,
offense.
if Carson could stay healthy and just like not fumble, it's awesome. And he ain't been fumbling, so I like it.
But they run the Browns, they run a lot of single back, and Chubb, he can move laterally, but he's better for getting holes so he can run downfield. And ours, we've been running the zone run scheme forever. But it's down his downhill running progression, like having to move laterally side to side,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So Emmett, I know you were a big fan of the video I made where I went over the guys the Seahawks could consider trading for.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So,
Lorenzo Carter, that's my guy. Let's go get Carter.
Yeah, Lorenzo Carter was one of your guys, but I know you want to trade for somebody on offense.
Oh yeah, keep adding on to the fire, man. Get Russ in there, get a wide out, get an old lineman. I don't care, just support the man.
So my question is this: should we just not let Adam Thielen leave the stadium after the game on Sunday night? Should we just take him into our locker room?
Hell yeah!
Hey, you guys don't need this guy. You're 1-4. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, even though everybody says we're getting flashback, and I'm still waiting on that damn day to happen, but I'd still rather have extra insurance just in case somebody goes down. I mean, let's lock it into the slot. DK's gonna do his thing. You freaking have a starter on the opposite side, and then hopefully Gordon can ease his way into it, I guess. And then hell, I ain't picky. Hell, I'll take AB right now. I'll trade for Odell. I want somebody else so Russ can just go maniac crazy and put up those mad numbers like he should be doing.
I'd rather just sign AB.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke around AB. I'm starting to actually think it might happen. I'm not like that. Who was that tweet by? Who was that? Josiah Anderson she tweeted out something that basically said, I think if he's going to the Seahawks, I have inside info. Kind of made me think like, okay.
You know, like the past 2 years, he's worked out with both AB and Odell. He's got a good rapport with them. I mean, doing that summer work, he's already paid off dividends with DK. I mean, hell, he's already got that with those two guys. Let's just throw him in there and rock and roll.
I think also with 60 AB, you can write up your contract to where if he does any fuck shit, you can just avoid his money.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? When he was on the Patriots, I mean, it was albeit a short time. He didn't say a fucking peep. He was ready there. Like what he scored like a touchdown or something like that. Like he lit up one game, and then some off the field shit.
He got in trouble for stuff that happened before he signed with the Patriots.
What happened was
that the Raiders dug him a hole, huh?
He said something he shouldn't have said to the girl who was accusing him, and they were like, okay, we don't want to deal with this anymore, which I understand. But at the same time, I actually don't really know why he got suspended for 8 games. I think I remember
for
thinking
that assault case about the moving company.
Yeah,
he hit a dude or something like that.
But yeah, so
I mean, both him and Odell are weird ass dudes. I mean, they come with their own like weird quirks. It's not they both got different kind of baggage, but I think the risk is so much worth it. I mean, if you give Russ just that little extra, next thing you know, we're Greatest Show on Turf 2.0. I mean, and we're damn near there right now.
Yeah, I don't trust Odell because of all the injuries he's had, and his hands are not great, and also I don't think the Browns are going to be doing any fire selling because they might actually be decent this year.
Yeah, their good record kind of screws that up.
Yeah, the same thing happened to the friggin' Eagles. I know we're all happy they beat the Niners, but if the Eagles lost that game, they would be fire selling. But now they're like, hey, we can't fire sell. We're going to win this division. We're going to home playoff game.
Yeah, the East, man, the Giants are still in it.
Yeah, I think the Eagles' odds of winning their division are mathematically higher than our odds are of winning the division. We have 4 wins, they have 1. So I don't know they're going to do something about that, man.
Speak about our division. I think it's I'm trying to figure out where are the people who thought the Cardinals were going to be as good or better than us. Why would you think that?
I just wasn't feeling it, man. I was like, they can do some things well, but Cliff Kingsbury made a lot of mistakes last year.
They still got they didn't prove anything last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then Kyler Murray, one thing people don't say about Kyler Murray, he turns the ball over way too much, like Jameis Winston type. And it's like people be thinking he's so good just because he still gets clout from him winning the Heisman plus being the #1 overall pick. But he's just all right to me so far. He's not bad, but he's
got the Whopper hands too, the little baby hands.
Yeah, I mean, he threw like 2 touchdowns in the first 2 games, and people were saying he should be an MVP candidate. I was looking at these numbers like, what?
DeAndre Hopkins. I was like, yeah, nah.
And they are who we thought they were.
How nice would that have been? Freaking getting Hop. Oh my god. And
yeah,
DK Hopkins and Lockett.
Yeah, I have to admit, when I saw what Arizona gave up to get him, I was like, man, couldn't we have beat that somehow? And
our compensation in trades just drives me crazy. I don't know. Schneider just seems like he gives away way too much sometimes. Like sometimes the trades work out in our favor. Like the Clark one, even though I wish I had Frank, like the compensation, I was over the moon about it. I was like, man, I didn't think we were gonna get all that. But then, man, when we have to reel guys in, it's almost like the old days when we were in the Holmgren era. Like we had to overpay for guys. We had to overpay for like Grant Wistrom and freaking whoever hell we used to get. But
the draft picks used to not be as worth as much as they are now. I think like we actually traded Rick Meyer, who was a bust, for a first round pick, and I remember reading about that after the fact. I was like, how did we get a first round pick for Rick Meyer?
And Galloway was good, but we ended up getting 2 for him, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah, the Galloway trade was huge,
and that turned into Sean Alexander and who else?
I think Sean Springs was in there. Was that Sean Springs?
Was it Hutch?
He might have been Hutch involved in there. I can't remember exactly who, but I think we got Sean Springs from the Joey Galloway trade, and he was a really good cornerback for a while for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. These trades, like I remember the first trade that really made me lose my mind was when the Raiders traded 2 first-round picks for Carson Palmer, and they kept him for like 8 games, by the way. But I was like, man, we just installed this, rookie salary cap thing. First-round picks are really valuable. Why are you doing this? That was the trade that made me go like, whoa.
Man, the Cardinals are so sorry that Carson Palmer is in the Ring of Honor. That's how sorry they are.
Well,
he was in there for like what, 5 years? Didn't even make a bowl.
I thought he was like there for 2 or 3. But there that long.
He only had
there
2
that long because remember at Duke, Drew Skelton or John Skelton, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. One of their backup quarterbacks is a tight end for the Bills now, Logan Thomas. Back then.
Ooh,
But
I
they never
remember
gave
Logan
him a
Thomas.
chance.
I remember Logan Thomas.
Which was a shame.
Damn, that was a big boy. He the tight end. Damn.
Yeah, he's for the Bills now. He be making plays too. A lot of them.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, Logan Thomas, I think, came in for one play at QB when we played the Cardinals in 2014 and beat them 35-6. That was a game where I think they had John Skelton or somebody like that, and yeah, they were terrible. They actually got off to a really good start that year, I think, but then Palmer got hurt. Yeah, I remember Logan Thomas. That was a big guy. I love it when these guys go tight end.
Yeah, I ain't heard that name in forever, but yeah, good callback.
Mitchell Trubisky needs to go to tight end too.
He's got athleticism.
Yeah, he should. That guy sucks.
Might as well. He can run. Can't play quarterback.
Get some use out of him. Make him an H-back or some junk like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling pretty good about where this team is right now. I mean, I made that video on Monday about how historically good this offense could be. And I really want to do it because I want people to appreciate what's happening right now with this roster that isn't necessarily overpowering. This roster is not like we don't have 8 All-Pros or 8 future Hall of Famers. It's just it works really well. And that's what I wanted this year. Like, I understand the defense is not going to be great right now, but the offense is getting done.
Yeah, I mean, I shit on Pete a lot, and he deserves a lot of it, especially with in-game situational stuff. But the fact that he's drawn back and taking his fingerprints off a lot of the offense, I like that. I mean, I still wish, like, coming out of timeouts, I'm still convinced he puts his 2 cents in out of timeouts because, like, every time we take a timeout, we think about the play way too long. The play sucks. Or not so much 2-minute anymore, but he's got weird decisions at times. Like,
yeah. Well, the thing that I've kind of noticed, the first 3 games, the Seahawks botched the end of half possession where we had the opportunity to move the ball down, score, and go into halftime, but not giving the other team a chance. Against Atlanta, we punted, and Atlanta actually got a field goal. Against the Patriots, we punted, and they kneeled it out. Against the Cowboys, we punted, and Dak threw a pick. But we haven't been good at that end of half 2 minutes situation. And against the Dolphins, we killed it with the 20-second drive. But I was like, man, why are we not able to get these 2 for nones?
A little bit of flukiness out of that, but hey, Russell doing his thing, buying time and junk and hitting more. I mean, I'll take it, but it's the blessing and the curse. You're holding the ball too long. Sometimes you take a sack, but it's weird. More times than not, it actually works out to our benefit.
Yeah. And that's like one of the few things this offense is not doing great at through 4 games. But yeah, I'm just pretty happy. So let me see here. So this StreamYard thing, I'm thinking I might make this a bit of a recurring thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it every week, but I'm going to try to do it more because it's easy, it's fun, it gets people more involved. So I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of appreciating what this is doing for my channel. And I'm appreciating how it's allowing me to interact with you people a little more. I know Dragon Quest and the weird games I play are not for everybody. So this is nice. I like to do this every now and then.
Hell, I like it when you just like watch games and I ain't got to hear the game or, see the game. As long as I know there's a game going on, I'm there all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I do try to do that at least a couple times a week at least. But yeah, so who's playing in our division this week? What are we looking at for that? Because I like to keep an eye on the other teams in the division. Last week it went well for us. Let me take a look here. So we have the 49ers hosting the Dolphins.
Oh, they should win that.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy
So I got
Garoppolo
an eye
playing?
on it.
That's
By the
ass
way,
kicking.
Nick Mullins has been benched. CJ Beathard is the guy now.
Oh, never mind.
Damn.
How
Nah,
bad do you have to be to
Dolph-
get benched for CJ Beathard, man?
Fitzpatrick is still playing though.
Yeah, I don't know. I got my eye on that one. We got the Rams who are playing the football team.
Yeah, they shouldn't have no problem.
Yeah. And our Cardinals are playing the Jets. Okay, so we got to win this game to keep up, guys. That's kind of what I'm saying.
That might be a
Oh, we
4-0
got it.
sweep for everybody in our division.
Yeah, we
Should
got to
be.
win to keep up, man. And we're going to know by the time our game kicks off almost.
Yeah.
It's all good. I got a victory cigar right here. We're gonna win this sucker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people who don't do the cigarette thing, but they do the cigar thing. I'm wondering, like, there's actually a little something there that's maybe interesting.
I don't know. This is the first year I'm breaking it out weekly. I used to just wait for like a Super Bowl or NFC Championship game, but yeah, I'm taking it a little bit more extra this year. Treating myself. It's COVID, you know.
Yeah. There's I'm not a big fan.
I mean,
of
I'm
field
40.
goal.
I might die.
You got a point there, man. I mean, what's the point of living to 100 if you're going to be miserable? I guess, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It ain't really that many good games this week.
Yeah, I was looking at the schedule. We got, man, it's like, the Chiefs are playing the Raiders. The Raiders might be okay, but I'm not really buying it.
Games, it's like no even matchup. It's a clear favorite.
Colts Browns is okay. Other than that, man, this is weak. You're right. Yeah. All right. Seahawks got to do good this week because we got crap games this week until Tuesday. Oh, did you guys hear we got Tuesday night football this week?
Yeah,
What?
Bills Titans. I think the Bills should be made to forfeit the Steelers game and this one because like if you got people out here going against the rules, then like what the hell?
Yeah.
I am
I also think
surprised
they,
they're not getting punished more than they are.
Yeah, because what Pete Carroll got fined $100,000 just for not wearing a mask, but you have a corona outbreak in your organization. Then we found that out. All right, cool. Then they break the rules that happen, like that are enforced when you have a corona outbreak. So that's like, yo, what the hell? And y'all just letting the shit slide? They should have to forfeit.
Yeah, it's weird stuff, man. And Roger Goodell, man, he just moves randomly, man. You never know if he's going to come down hard or let you off easy. It seems very random to me. I don't get it, but yeah, we're getting a game on Tuesday. I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the last time there was a Tuesday night football game?
No, sir.
Was the name of the quarterback or something?
It was, I think, 2013. It was the Joe Webb-led Minnesota Vikings against the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Vikings blew them out. That was the year the Eagles made the playoffs with Nick Foles. I believe that was the last time we had Tuesday night football.
Joe Webb, actually, he went like 2-0 or something with the Vikings. I remember him playing quarterback for them, but they went back to Christian Ponder, and that didn't work out at all.
Yeah.
He never really got that much of a chance to play quarterback either, but he was winning when he was starting with the Vikings.
Yeah. I had a friend who was a Florida State fan when Christian Ponder was there, and he was like, nah, he's not going to be good in the NFL. He knew. Sometimes you just know. All right, Zatumbo, we got a little bit of a queue here, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I'm going to bring in somebody else.
All right, man.
All right.
Take it easy, bro.
You too.
Later, Zatumbo.
All right, so we have Big DeCat. You are on stream, buddy.
What's cracking, boys?
Hey, how you doing? I'm just sitting here watching.
It's Friday. It's all good.
Yep.
Happy Seahawks, trying to figure out how many games are we going to win to start the season before taking that first L, because after the bye week, I think we play Arizona. And
hold on, you know what? You got to put someone else in a minute. My grandma's calling me.
Okay,
I'm
no
sorry.
problem, my guy. No problem. Understood. Okay.
It's all good. I almost had that trouble myself. I had to put my old man on hold. I was like, nah, not right now. Not right now.
Your old man? Yeah, your old man's calling you. I mean, it's better than having an old man who never wants to call you. So that's good. That's good.
That's true. That's true.
All right. We have Marine the Raccoon. You are on.
Man,
How you doing?
got my ring.
Oh, I love it.
Bam.
Ooh, okay. He just dropped off. All right. I'm going to bring in Rye Guy again. I know you were on earlier, but I'm bringing you back in.
Only bring me in if there's like no one else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man, it's the mod. I'm gonna watch my language now.
No, you're fine, man.
Yeah. People who know my channel know the only reason I have a mod is because I used to get raided by 49er fans.
Yeah.
And I didn't, and I would have to pause the game every time I wanted to ban somebody. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make somebody else do this for me. I'm going to outsource this.
There you go.
Yep, I'm your Indian call center guy, even though I'm not Indian at all.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I'm just sitting here watching some baseball. So
kind of a boring game
so far, but so I think we all agree that we're going to beat the Vikings. Some people think the Vikings are going to play us tough,
and they might.
So my question is then, how long can we run the undefeated streak? Because we've never started a season 5-0 before.
Nope.
So,
I know. I love that. I love that. Every year we get to like 4 or 3 sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this is the year we're gonna like run off 8 or 11. It never freaking happens. Not in 05. Actually, 05 we lost to the Jags in game 1 or some crap. But
we might.
No, I get built up excitement, but this year our schedule sucks so bad. I think we got a good shot until like we get into the division games late.
I think Buffalo
because
the game
Minnesota, then the bye week, then Arizona. So we're playing Arizona off the bye week. I gotta believe we can use that bye week to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have home against Frisco. Frisco's not going to have Bosa. They're not going to have Solomon Thomas. They might get some of these guys back, but they're honestly not playing that great, even when the guy. Yeah, go ahead.
Look at week 1. They lost to a team that they should have beaten.
Yeah. So that gets us all the way to Buffalo, man. And I've said before, I think that Buffalo game, I'm not guaranteeing a loss, but I like that Buffalo team. I like the way they're playing. I could see it being an L. But 7-0 would be the record by far for this team. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Keep going up. I want 16, baby. I want 16. I'm getting greedy.
Let's go 19-0.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Positive. As the kids say, positive vibes.
Yeah. So I remember the year we won the Super Bowl, we started 4-0, and there was this game against the Colts. We just came out on fire, and then Andrew Luck just went out of his mind. And then we ended up
some terrible calls in that game.
Oh, I remember. Like there was a safety where Curse looked like he got the ball in the end zone, and it should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a touchdown. Yep.
That I remember. I don't remember any others, but I do remember that. That was a big call in that game.
Yeah, that Texans team fell apart in 2013.
Yeah, we probably should have lost that game to the Texans.
And I think they went 2-14.
Yeah, they were the worst team in the league that year. That's the year they got Clowney.
Yeah.
But after that Colts game, we went like 11-1, I think we went 11-1. So if we had won that Colts game, that's probably 12-0. So almost did it there, but this year we have a chance to actually do it.
Yep.
Yeah, we need somebody to take out the Packers or something like that because we need that 1 seed. Is this the year they started with like only one seed or 1 bye week? I mean,
yeah, 1 bye week. So the number 1 seed is huge. The good news is home field advantage will not matter that much just because there are no fans or limited fans.
You might freeze your balls off if you have to play in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Nobody wants to go to Green Bay.
I don't even think people who live in Green Bay want to be there.
Yeah.
Some sick part of me kind of wants to go on the road and just like dominate in the playoffs, just to like add to Russ's legacy. I want him to like 1 home game for the fans would be nice, but then like kick people's ass on the road and then get into the bowl, and then I don't know. I'm selfish like that. I want legacy.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I understand that. Technically, if you want to be real, the Seahawks have played better on the road this year so far than at home. At home, our defense got destroyed. On the road, the defense has actually played kind of okay. So I think you could make that argument. Last year, we know what happened on the road. We killed it on the road.
Yeah.
And if we were healthy, we'd probably beat Green Bay.
Yeah. I mean, that was a winnable game for sure. That was definitely a winnable game. I definitely agree with you there, but I don't know.
I want to keep a really good eye on the defense this week because we showed like glimpses of the defense getting better this last week. But if we keep on trending upward, playing that, super soft, two deep safety, no blitzing, hardly, keeping everything in front of you instead of like bombs away. If we have to play that kind of defense, to hell with it. I'll play it. If we could just keep them in the low 20s to high teens, possibly. I mean, we should be in good shape.
Yeah, I was watching when I was watching the Dolphins game. One thing I really noticed was it seemed like Trey Flowers just had orders to don't let anybody get behind you. Don't try to contest short passes. Just let them have short stuff. We'll deal with it. Just don't get beat deep again. And I don't like that. I don't care for it, but I think that's kind of what we did. So
it's like the Pete Carroll version of Order 66.
Yeah,
just get back.
Yeah, you got something there, but I think it's just because we're like, okay, Trey Flowers can't do nothing. Let's just accept the fact that he's going to get beat for short stuff, and that's not fun.
My boy's disappointed me so bad. God, I love Trey too. He's got the length. He was looking good his second year. And I don't know what the hell happened to him, but something messed him up.
All right, we got a Yankee home run, solo home run, 1-0. All right, all right, so I'm gonna have to let you go.
Hey, you can let me go, man. I probably gotta make a phone call anyway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys go and bring in some new people to the chat.
All right.
Man. Hey, good talking with you guys.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you shortly. I'll see you later tonight, maybe.
Bye.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we got Stick on, and we got Big the Cat on. Big the Cat is muted on your end. That's not on my end. So anybody there?
My bad, football brother.
No problem, Big the Cat. How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing, Stick?
Okay, Stick might be having some technical difficulties right now.
Yeah,
so
let's give him a minute.
All right. So I'm going to come back. Stick, try to call back in when you figure that out. But okay. So how you doing tonight, Big the Cat?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am doing well. So I'm just sitting here watching baseball, and I thought I'd make things a little more interesting with the live stream. So how do you feel about this Vikings game going in?
I think they've got a good chance. If they keep their defense strong, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about this one. It's just something I feel pretty positive about. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I've never felt better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what part of the country are you from?
I'm actually from the UK, but I'm a big football fan.
Oh wow! Okay, that's cool. I'm in a Facebook group for Seahawks UK fans, and we have a lot of them.
You'd be surprised. We got to watch a lot of this stuff online though. We don't have this on TV over here. It's a shame.
Yeah. I remember the days before I got NBA League Pass. I would have to get basketball streams off the internet. It was kind of the same thing.
Yeah. But at least people are enjoying it, huh?
Oh, yeah. All right. I got to use the restroom, so I'll be right back, guys.
All right. No problem. Get your foot up a bowl. Get your foot up a bowl. Get your foot up on my ass. 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 Super Mario. Super Mario. Super Mario. Super Mario. Damn. Super Mario. Super. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. The UK, baby. King of the world. God damn, I love the Joker. It was all a dream. I used to read Burnout magazine. Salt and pepper and Heavy D up on the limousine. Had your pictures on my wall. So do you guys, while I've got the floor here, do you guys watch or read Mashed Potatoes? AKA Depressing Comics, AKA Mash Straws, AKA The Mashed Pill. Get your foot up, man. 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 Get your foot up. Get your foot up, man. Get your foot up. Oh. Dude, the government is run by non-reptile beings. This is what my favorite comic artist, Mashed Potatoes, said.
All right. Sorry about that. We went for an hour straight.
No problem at all.
All right, Black John, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
But yeah, so it's great to have fans outside of the country. I want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to bring in one more guy here. We have
Marine the Raccoon.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing tonight? I have pizza now, so I'm
doing fine.
Mm-hmm. So, what part of the country are you from?
I'm in Canada right now.
Mm-hmm. Right guy? Who are you talking about? But anyway, Canada. Okay, so you're a Seahawks fan from Canada. I know we have a lot of. Seahawks fans up there. Even when we were bad, we had Seahawks fans up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Black John, are you telling me you're a troll? Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I am not a troll. I don't know. I could defend myself on that one if that's what the public are going to say, you know.
Okay, so
I have no idea what they're talking about. I've been watching the stream the whole time. There's nothing bad happening.
Okay.
You're probably just messing with you. That's what they usually do on streams and stuff. They mess with you in the live chat and whatnot.
Boys being boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty weird. What to think of that? Okay, I'm rewinding the stream back. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, I don't see it. I didn't see anything at all either.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're not.
Was
doing
there
that.
actually something?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. I just thought we're not doing that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I honestly did not see it. I was busy doing something.
No. It's totally fine, man. So, how do you feel about this Vikings game?
Oh, sorry. Are you able to say that again? My internet's acting weird.
How do you feel about this Vikings game?
Yet again, my internet's cutting out. Hold on. I'm gonna fix some things. My phone's probably connected to it and stuff. Cut out this stuff. All right, testing.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, how do you feel about this Vikings game? Okay, it sounds like we're having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I don't know why. Like, whenever you talk, it just messes up my stream.
Huh.
Here, I'm gonna fix my router and stuff.
All right, I'll try to sort that out. Okay, so we got nobody in the queue right now. So I'm gonna let Marine the Raccoon try to figure that out. Some people are saying he's a troll too. So, all right, I'm gonna post the link in the chat. You guys can use that link if you want to call in. Until then, I'm gonna be eating my pizza. Sorry about that, guys. I left the computer for a few minutes and someone decided to post some weird shit. Okay, Austin Roberts, you're on stream. How you doing today?
Pretty good. What's up?
I'm just sitting here watching baseball, man, trying to make things a little more interesting tonight. So, how do you feel about this Vikings game?
I feel like I should be more confident than I am. Because usually the Vikings play us tough, and I feel like the Vikings are better than what their record says.
They probably are.
And so I don't want to take them lightly, especially a week before the bye week.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes this feel like maybe a trap game to me. Because we're looking ahead to the bye week and we're like, oh man, once this game's over, we get to relax for a week. That's going to be awesome. Might not work like that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to bring in one more guy too. We have Jacob. Jacob, if you can get your microphone working, you can go ahead and jump on. Hello, Jacob. We can see you. I don't think we can hear you though.
And then after the bye week, we'll get Jamal Adams back.
I'm sorry, guys. Jesus Christ, what is up with people?
Yeah. Idiots.
Oh,
well, but after
what the hell is this shit? Yeah, Austin Roberts is not a troll, guys. He's been in my channel for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been commenting on my stuff for a long time. But yeah, I still feel good about this Vikings game. The only thing is, apparently it's gonna rain. I don't like that.
Yeah, and like we have beaten the Vikings like the last 5 times or 6 times. Like they are due for a win eventually.
Yeah, that's true, but you could say the same thing about the Eagles, but I'll be damned if we lose to the Eagles this year.
Yeah, that team just looks. Yeah, they don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
What Jamal Adams is supposed to come back after the bye week. So
and
then Brooks, is Brooks still hurt? I haven't heard
Brooks
anything
is
on
supposed
Brooks.
to be good to go this week.
Ooh. Hopefully.
I'm hearing good
Yeah.
things about Brooks playing this week. I don't think he's going to get on the field that much, but he should be at least ready to play.
Yeah, then Carson, I thought that Carson was going to be out for a couple of weeks. And then it looked like he got concussed, and then he came back out and got a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know how he did it. Man, we are getting some serious trolls tonight. Wow.
Yeah, because he was playing there, and they went to a timeout. And at first, I thought it was Metcalf that was on the ground, and I was like, "Oh no, not Metcalf."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're 4 games in. We're a quarter of the way through the season. Would you say you're liking what you're seeing from the team so far?
In some parts, yes. Other parts, I'm like the defense kind of worries me, but I hope towards the end of the season the defense can improve, because I remember the Chiefs last year. The Chiefs kind of started out kind of bad on defense, and then they got it going towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, if the defense doesn't get better by the end of the year, then that's really a problem, because time together should make the team better.
Yeah, and then at that point, you're like the 2011 Packers, where they went 15-1. Well, but their defense was horrible, so they just outscored everybody, and then they had an awful game against the Giants, and that was it for them.
Yeah. I'm a
I
little
don't want
worried.
to end up like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, last year the Chiefs' defense was not that good, but they made a few plays at the most opportune moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I think Frank Clark had a sack, and he had like a game clinching sack in every game in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right.
Which when we first made that trade, I was happy, but now looking back, I think it's safe to say that we lost that trade.
I mean, it kind of depends on how you look at it. If we did not trade that pick, if we did not trade Frank Clark, we may have not gotten DK Metcalf, which I will make that trade 100 times out of 100. But if you look at what we got in terms of like LJ Collier, then yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh yeah. See, well, I always look at it from that standpoint. I haven't looked at it from the DK standpoint. Then yeah, then that's okay. But the LJ Collier pick was oof.
LJ's coming around though, slowly but surely coming around.
Yeah, and then this was supposed to be the year where Rasheem Green, but
well, he got hurt. Sometimes what are you going to do?
Yeah. And then Reed, it's like at this point we know what we got out of Jaron Reed.
Mm-hmm.
But we did sign Harris though. That's good.
Harrison, Damon, snaps.
Yeah.
And
because
by the way, and this goes out to anybody in the chat who is asking this. Apparently, Snacks Harrison is going to play this weekend against the Vikings, which I think is a big deal.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
And
because the Vikings run the ball more than any other team in the league.
Yeah, and also the Packers, who are also 4-0, they were also interested in him too. So that was good that we got him.
Mm-hmm.
Along with the Adams trade, because the Niners were interested in him. And could you imagine Jamal Adams with the 49ers? Woof.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I do need to see a little more from Jamal this season before I say, okay, I'm 100% on board with that trade we made. But he's clearly a very good player.
Yeah, sometimes he struggles out in coverage. I think the Patriots game, he was struggling out there.
In coverage, yeah, a little bit. He still made plays, though. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Austin. I'm gonna get to a few other people in the stream, so I'm gonna let you
Oh,
go.
okay.
But thank you for calling in the inaugural call-in show. I will be doing more streams in the future.
Oh, okay. Sounds fun. See you,
All right,
Brandon.
peace out, man. All right, hey, Rye guy, what's up?
I just figured I'd just come in and be the adult in the room and not post porn.
Yeah, these trolls be rattling me tonight, man. You know, I have less than 1,400 subs, and I get trolls like this. I don't understand. I'm not.
I don't know, man.
You know, Nordcam gets trolls because he's got like 50,000 subs.
I know, and Norbcam's kind of basically he's like a setting duck, like he's an easy target.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for those of you who just joined, there's the link to the StreamYard. Don't come in here and put porn up on the screen. Don't put weird Sonic furry hentai shit up. Nobody wants to see that.
I mean, I'm obviously far younger than Norbcam. Like, I don't have kids, and I know that he has posted like his daughter's volleyball tournaments. But sometimes I think the stuff he does with his Seahawks content makes him kind of a sitting duck.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's okay with it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's just part of the bargain.
I mean, at the end of the day, all these clicks, all these trolls, they're just helping make me money.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, hopefully they didn't demonetize you.
Nah, I don't think they did. If they did,
okay.
it's just one stream. Who cares?
True.
I don't know, Drop Top. I'm probably going to go a little longer. I'm still watching the baseball game. It's still 1-0. Basketball game a little later.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Lakers
might be the last game of the year. Yeah, like look at the chat right now. Don't bother moderating it, right, guy? Because whatever. But we have like 10 different accounts trolling in my chat right now. What is wrong with you people? Go. It's Friday night. I know we have COVID right now. Go out and do something. Go bowling. Go to the batting cages or something.
A year ago today, I'd probably be playing a football game.
Yeah. Yeah, Drop Top. I'm going to be on for at least a little longer. Yeah, that's a Joker. That's not a Joker poster. That's a Joker metal art.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have somebody else in the chat. I'm going to cautiously bring him in. Pat?
What's Pat?
Hello, Pat? Okay. Okay, he's probably having, I think he was having technical difficulties. But anyway.
Hopefully he's not.
So.
Hopefully he's not a dweeb.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't understand, man. So many trolls in this chat. Let me try to weed some of these guys out.
I guess one cool thing that I have are these Blazer stickers.
Oh yeah, a lot of my friends are Blazers fans. There's probably a lot of Blazers fans. Hasher, I don't see you in the queue. If you get in the queue, I will add you. Unless you post hentai.
And I know that they're not the Lakers don't see us this way, but a lot of Blazers fans have a hate boner for the Lakers, and I do understand it. Like one's the big
there's
city.
a little bit of a rivalry there, man.
Like one's a big city, and the other's a small town. And they've played in the playoffs a lot too in the past.
Okay, Seahawks fan, welcome to the stream. Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Jesus.
Phil Knight might approve of it.
I don't know what to say sometimes, man. I don't know what to say sometimes. Hopefully somebody appreciated what just got posted in because I did not. I'm trying to eat you guys.
Phil Knight probably did. I know I'm a Ducks fan, but sometimes Phil Knight. I mean, I think his company got woke once he left.
Oh, Phil Knight left?
No, I think he's just retired.
Oh, really? Okay.
He still dumps a bucket load of money on UFO.
I think every basketball fan who isn't a Lakers fan hates the Lakers. Pretty much.
The Lakers have been dominant for at least the past 50 years.
Because I mean, I don't even know if people know that they started in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got somebody in the stream who isn't gonna just come in here and do stupid shit. We got Hasher, and he's been in my streams before, so I'm gonna bring him in. Hasher, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Brennan, first off, I want to say I'm a big fan of you.
Thank you, man. I've seen you in my streams before.
Yeah. I love your videos, bro. I've been watching you for like 2 years. Hey, keep up the good stuff, man. I mean, you're probably the most accurate, like spot on Seahawks fan I've ever seen in my life.
I try. So, what part of the country are you from?
I'm in Los Angeles, California, unfortunately.
That doesn't sound like fun. I do have a uncle and aunt who live in Anaheim, so not that far away, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had some family in San Diego, which I know is the next town over, but it's Southern California.
So, Casher, how do you feel about this Vikings game?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel comfortable with this. All right. We should be able to win by 2 scores. I would say like 10 points. The key to victory, in my opinion, is going to have to we got to like start scoring fast, in my opinion. Russell Wilson, we got to let him continue to cook. Meanwhile, defense, both defenses are pretty bad, and both O-lines are pretty bad. So we should be able to sack Kirk Cousins. And he's not mobile either. So we should be able to get the pressure going, the sacks going. Keep letting Russ cook, and we should be fine. I don't feel like this is a game we need to worry about.
I think I agree. One thing that has hurt us a little bit through the first 4 games is we played a lot of mobile quarterbacks, and they've made some plays with their legs. So Kirk Cousins is not really going to do that. That's good.
Yeah.
And, I do think you're right. I think that is going to play a role for sure.
But I'm scared of Dalvin Cook, man. I mean, that dude's insane.
Yeah, that dude is great. He's averaging well over 100 yards a game, and he's doing it on a team that is always playing from behind.
Yeah, and on Sunday night, I mean, that's going to be a huge test. Like, are we going to really know if this D-line is legit at stopping the run? That's how we're going to really know. Because, like, most teams, they don't really run the ball because, like, usually they're trailing, you know? That's the only reason our, like, ranking is pretty high, in my opinion.
It's definitely a big part of it. The Patriots are a run-first team, but they kind of gave that up against us early.
Yeah.
So that was a positive sign. But I really want to know if Dunbar's playing, because if Dunbar's playing, I feel really good. If Dunbar's not playing, then I'm like,
Pete Carroll said he has a really good chance to play.
Yeah, I really hope he plays, because
Trey Flowers
it was very clear to me.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah. It was very clear to me against Miami that his orders were just give up all the short stuff. Like, let them have short completions all day. It's fine. Just don't get beat deep. And he did that. And against the right team, that will cost you the game.
Wait, so, Brendan, you used to like Trey Flowers a lot, right?
Oh, yeah. I was optimistic about him, but I can't be optimistic anymore. It's not working, man.
Dude, I never liked him, bro. I never liked him.
Look at the 2 playoff games.
Yeah, he had 2 bad playoff games, and I was like, okay, people are going to be down on him. But you know what? I like this guy's potential. I think this guy can be good.
The one against Philly nearly costed us the game. Well, at least they nearly tied it.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys know that all our secondary players, all of them have allowed a completion of 72% or higher, except for Dunbar, who's given up only 66%.
Does that include Amadi? Ugo Amadi?
Yeah, he's also up there, 77.
Really? I mean, I'm not shocked, especially because Wagner's doing so good in coverage. I'm not shocked, but it's a sad sign. It's a sad scene.
I think teams might be figuring out how to exploit our soft zone.
You think we should trade?
If you go back like a month on field goals, you can probably find an article that's like Legion of Boom 2.0. So I think we have a verdict there.
For sure. Do you think we need a trade for like a corner or nah?
I think it's possible. I think it's unlikely.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's unlikely. I mean, look, either Shaq is going to figure it out or he's not, but we got to ride with him. Dunbar, I think, has been pretty fine, so I have no problem with that. And
Mhm.
honestly, I think Amadi's playing decent football too. So
Amadi's been amazing. I'm proud of him.
I'm especially proud of him because he's an Oregon product.
yeah, and I think he has the potential to be the best slot corner that we've ever had with Carroll.
Yeah, I mean, like last year, if we can remember the playoff game against the Packers, he gave up that big 3rd and 10 catch to Devontae Adams, and then
Yeah,
it was the Jimmy Graham catch too, right? It was a 2 or just
right.
the Devontae Adams?
Yeah, I think a big part of that might have been the fact that he had no experience because he never
Yeah.
got to play during the season. So I think a big part of that was just like you got to give him some reps so he doesn't get beat off the line like that, because that was a terrible play. But how mad can I be when he played like less than 100 snaps on defense last year?
And
All right, Brendan, I have a question. Like, how mad do you get when we see like our Seahawks, right? Like, consistently run the ball with Travis Homer. Like, dude, the dude can't even get any yards, and he keeps losing yardage. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, a few people have pointed out.
A little bit.
A few people have pointed out to me that what seems like is happening. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm gonna mute right for 1 second there. The thing is, we're kind of using Homer the same way we were using Penny. It's the same kind of plays, and it's like we just subbed Homer in to take Penny's place, and he can't run those plays. I think that might be part of the problem. I don't like that. I think that's probably a bad idea.
I agree.
Okay.
Speaking of Penny, when do you think he's going to return?
Apparently, it's going to happen sometime in the next month. I don't know how much he's going to do this year, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to do a little something.
I just hope if we get Penny back, we don't like be like, okay, we have like the best running back depth. Let's
Sorry
start
about
running
that,
the
boys.
ball. Like, I just hope we don't start running the ball a lot more when Penny returns. DJ Dallas starts to become a huge factor for us. I mean, we should never shy away from who we have, our quarterback. We don't have a Kirk Cousins. We don't have a Jared Goff. We have arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. So, like, I don't want us to slow down on offense.
Absolutely. Right, guy. Stay
Also,
in the
sorry about
queue,
that,
but no problem. But stay in the queue. I'm going to bring in Drop Top, and I'll bring you back on after Drop Top. All right.
Also, I'm probably about to head out.
Okay, that's fine too. All right. See you later, right, guy.
All right. See you guys.
Hey, Brennan, how long am I staying?
You're good. You're good. You're good. We'll
thank
see.
you.
I mean, it depends on the queue. Okay, this is Drop Top Submarine. He's been in my channel for a long time. Hopefully, it's not an imposter. I'm keeping my finger over the remove button. But how are you doing, Drop Top?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
What's up, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Just watching some baseball, getting ready to watch some basketball.
Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers might wrap it up tonight, man. They might wrap it up
Wait,
tonight.
didn't you bet on the Lakers to win?
I bet on the Lakers to win tonight. I didn't bet much on the series because I didn't like the odds for the series. I just kind of sat that one out. But yeah, I do think the Lakers are going to end it tonight. I will say that.
All right. I have a question before I go because I got to leave. So,
right.
who do you think is better, Ugo or Justin Coleman when they played here?
Well, Coleman was definitely better.
I love Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman's definitely better. I think Ugo has the potential to be better, but right now Ugo is not anywhere near as good as Coleman was. Coleman was really good.
Brennan, why do we let him go? I don't get why we let him go.
He signed a big contract with the Lions. It was like 4 years, $36 million.
Jesus.
He's on the Lions right now.
Yeah.
I know
He
that,
got a
yeah.
big deal. I don't think we could have kept him if we wanted to. And one thing that has characterized the Pete Carroll era is that we lose slot corners and then we go get another one and he ends up being really good. Like, we started with, I think, Walter Thurmond. We lost him. Then it was Jeremy Lane. Lost Jeremy Lane. Then I think that was the point we brought in Coleman. And then we lost Coleman and we thought, okay, we're going to bring in the next great slot corner for Seattle. And it didn't really happen last year because we never played a nickel cornerback. I think that
where did Jeremy Lane go?
Free agent? Is he a free agent, Jeremy Lane? Or is he done with NFL?
Because I remember, wasn't he part of that that trade with Dwayne Brown?
Yeah, I think he's out of the league.
Yeah.
He hasn't been good in a long time. He broke every bone in his body in the Super Bowl, and it was never the same. Every
All right,
time I
Brendan.
watch,
I gotta
sorry,
go.
what was it? All right, man,
But I
drop
gotta go.
top. I'll be doing this again at some point in the future. Feel free to call in.
All right, bro.
Yeah, please
All
keep
right,
on
peace
doing
out.
this, man. This is awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm trying different things. Okay, we do have one guy in the queue, Pat. Pat, whoever you are, can you say something in the chat just so I know who you are? I've kind of had a bad time tonight bringing on people who I don't know who they are. So if Pat could leave a comment in the chat telling me who you are before I bring you on, I would appreciate that. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, Asher, how long have you been a Seahawks fan?
2008, since I was like second grade.
2008. Okay, that's pretty good. I started in 96.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born.
96, I went to 4 games actually in the Kingdom. In the Shitty Bowl Kingdom.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so were you in LA at the time?
Yeah, I was born in Seattle when I was like I moved to LA when I turned just basically 3 years old in December. I really want to go back there, but I haven't been there in forever, and I don't even remember Seattle well at all since I was a little kid.
I mean, it's not fun to drive in Seattle, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Okay, we do have another guy in this stream. Okay. TJ. It's not fun to drive in Seattle, I'll tell you that. That's true. TJ, you're on, but you've got a little bit of an echo, so you might need to you might need to mute the video on your end, man. TJ, can you hear us? Okay, he's having some technical difficulties. Okay, we do have somebody in the chat saying that they're Pat, but I've never seen him before. Yeah, I'm not letting him in, not after what's happened tonight.
Brendan, what's your stat predictions for Russ on Sunday night?
I think Russ is going to go off because the Minnesota corners are so bad.
I would say that's if we don't run the ball at the goal line. I'm just saying, like, I think Russell Wilson's passing touchdowns could drop even more if we continue to run it at the goal line, like we saw with Carson. That's what I think. But other than that, he should go off, in my opinion. I agree.
Right. Yeah, the Minnesota corners are not good. Their pass rush is not good. They have a couple good pass rushers, but
Ngakwe.
Yeah, Ngakwe and Odi Niigbo, I think his name is. He's
Everson
good too.
Griffin.
Yeah. They don't have Everson Griffin anymore, do they? He went to the Cowboys.
No, Danielle Hunter, my bad.
Danielle
Hunter.
Danielle Hunter is supposedly out for the season.
Oh, I never knew that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I saw a stat today that the Vikings have only gotten pressure on like 19% of opposing cutbacks, which is the second lowest rate in the whole league. So even though they have some good pass rushers, their overall pass rush is not very good. So it should be just an opportunity for the receivers to go.
Do you think we're going to run the ball a lot or no?
Well, if the weather's bad, we may be forced to a little bit. And don't get me wrong, we have good running backs. I want to use them, but I don't think we're going to run the ball more than we have to start the season because, we've had a pretty good like 60-40 split through 4 games.
So what do you think about the bye week? Like, do you like this early bye week or nah? I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm like, like no Seahawks football. I mean, last year we saw what happened. We got a really late bye week, and then when we returned from the bye week, Wilson's stats dropped down. He started having a lot of picks, and then injuries started piling up, and then I think we went like 2-2 or like something like that. 3-4.
I think that was kind of coincidental. As it turns out, the early bye week is probably pretty good for us because if it was not for the early bye week, Jamal Adams was probably going to miss another game. Jordan Brooks may have missed another game, although apparently he's a fast healer. There are a couple other players that we need. It looks like we're going to get them. We're not going to miss the bye week ended up working out pretty well for us, I think. So I'm happy with it now. I wasn't happy with it when the season started, though.
I was excited to watch Darrell Taylor play, but I don't think he's going to play at all this season, right?
I think he'll play. I just don't think he's going to have a big impact. I'm bummed about that too, by the way. I like Darrell Taylor. He
Me
was my
too.
favorite draft pick we made.
Do you think the Jordan Brooks selection was good? I mean, we don't even know if it was worth it because he's hardly played a game. So
yeah. No, I do not like that pick. I've never liked that pick. He can still be a good player. He can still find a way to prove himself valuable in the NFL. But to me, outside linebacker is just not a very valuable position for a 4-3 defense. That's why I didn't like the Cardinals taking Isaiah Simmons either. I mean, Isaiah Simmons may be a great player, but he's an outside linebacker in a 4-3. Like, it's okay.
Do you think
It's
this
not that
pick
big a
by
deal.
us for Jordan Brooks, do you think it was like for the future, for like letting KJ Wright walk? Is that why we did it?
Almost certainly it was for that reason. I think it's because Pete Carroll lives in a world where linebackers mean more than they do. Because in the old days of the NFL, or even like a few decades ago, linebackers meant a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think they matter as much as they used to. And I think Pete hasn't really completely resolved that in his mind. So I think he feels like linebackers just mean a little bit more than they do. That's how I would put it.
So slowly we're playing a bunch of like really good pass rush teams. Like I would still put in the 49ers. They have a good pass rush. I would throw in the Rams, Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers. Washington's pass rush is scary. And then Eagles got Fletcher Cox. Of all those games that are coming, do you think we're going to have to turn to the running game at that point?
No. I think our pass blocking has been really good so far. Through 4 games, we have really good pass blocking. Wilson has taken quite a few sacks that were just, he held onto the ball too long.
Mm-hmm.
So our pass blocking has been really good. So I like our chances against any pass rush. And if you look at some of the pass rushes we're playing, okay, the Niners, they still have a good pass rush, but they've lost their best pass rusher.
Mm-hmm.
And they might have lost their second best pass rusher because Dee Ford is never healthy. The Rams, their pass rush is not the same without Wade Phillips. So I don't think it's as bad as it looks. The only weakness on this offensive line right now is Shell, and Shell played a really good game against the Dolphins. So
then Cedric O came in, and he just completely screwed us over on that 4th and 3.
Yeah, that was not good.
I mean, Bengal fans told me that he's really, really bad.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Brandon Shell. I'm not saying he's good, but he's clearly our best option for the moment, and he's clearly getting better. I will say that about Brandon Shell.
Brandon Shell or Jermaine Ifedi or George Fant.
Well, as a right tackle, it's probably going to be Shell right now. The thing is, I mean, Ifedi has moved to guard. Okay, so Ifedi moved to guard, so that's not really useful for us. We have good guard play. And George Fant was never good at right tackle. He was always better at left tackle, and we just don't need a left tackle right now.
What's your biggest surprise through 4 games out of any player that we've had?
I might say, I kind of want to say KJ Wright, because KJ Wright, I was concerned when we brought him back this year. I was like, man, he had a good year last year. Just let that be the high note that he walks out on. Don't bring him back for this last year where he might finally break down. But so far, he's actually been playing really well.
So he's your surprise player?
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's your surprise player?
Might be him. Yeah, might be him. I think I would say that right now because I was really thinking like I had some bad KJ Wright vibes this year, and so far he's actually played really well.
I mean, I'm a huge KJ Wright fan, man. Like since I watch your videos, and you're like, maybe we shouldn't bring back KJ Wright. I mean, it was a word that I was thinking to my head. I mean, I love KJ Wright. I mean, I love his coverage. The one thing he's not much of a blitzer anymore. I mean, he was I think back in 2010 through 12, 13, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But my biggest surprise player would have to be Ethan Pocic or Posick, whatever you say it. I was really scared. When we named him the starter. I was like, okay, man, Wilson's gonna be in trouble, big trouble. But through 4 games, I mean, he's been playing excellent in my opinion.
Yeah, that's another really good one too. The thing is, that didn't surprise me that much because he was the best center in college football the year we drafted him, and we just immediately put him at guard, and he was terrible.
That was dumb.
But in the back of my head, I was thinking, like, he's a center. We should play him at center. Center is his position. If we ever move him back to center, maybe he'll be really good again. So when he got the nod, I was like, okay, I think this is going to work well. So that didn't shock me. I didn't think he was going to be this good, but I thought he was going to be good.
Did you hear about the Michael Kendricks visit?
Yeah, I did hear about that. When I heard that, my first thought was, is Jordan Brooks really, really hurt? But apparently he's not. So we were just maybe doing our due diligence.
Would you like to have him back?
No. Honestly, Michael Kendricks might be one of my least favorite Seahawks of all time.
Why?
And I don't like saying that because I've met him. I actually met him at an autograph signing.
That's crazy.
But Michael Kendricks last year averaged like 2 missed tackles a game. It was absolutely insane how many tackles he was missing, and his coverage metrics were abysmal. Like, the only thing he was good at was blitzing. He was kind of effective as a blitzer, but he was, I don't know. It seemed like he was too fast. He would overrun the play all the time. And it just really frustrated me because I would be watching these games thinking he shouldn't even be on the field. He shouldn't even be on the field. We should have a nickel cornerback out there. And yeah. Oh, Tampa Bay Rays have tied it up at 1-1.
I said another question. I'm gonna go back to last year. 2 games in particular. Well, I went to the Rams versus Seahawks game in LA, and that was a horrible game, man. But anyway, I was watching that game, and like, you know how much history you have with the Rams, the success, and like blah blah blah. Not that much success, but
right.
I was watching that game. We had our pass rushers. They didn't do anything. No pressure on Jared Goff. No sacks. We couldn't stop the run game. They kept doing those jet sweeps with Robert Woods, getting big chunk of yards. And then Todd Gurley, obviously, 100-yard performance. And then our offense, O-line was like garbage. I mean, Wilson got sacked 5 times. And play calling, I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. But we did not play Seahawks football at all in that game. And I was really depressed after leaving that game. What'd you think of that game?
Yeah, I remember that game. I wasn't too upset after it because we had won like 6 in a row at that point, I think. We were riding high at that point. So I was like, okay, you're not going to play perfect for, 4 straight months. It was a bad game. A lot of things went wrong. It seemed like we were planning on using Rashad Penny a lot, and then Penny went down immediately.
Yeah.
So to me, I didn't get super mad about it, but to my recollection, and I could be wrong, we played the Rams twice last year, and we did not get a single pressure in either game. I'm going to have to look that up.
I agree.
I'm going to have to look that up to be sure if it's true or not, but I don't think we got a single pressure in either game, which is really bad because the Rams' offensive line was not that good last year either. So it just seems like it's more of a schematic thing than it is talent v. talent. So yeah, that's kind of my take.
Remember, like, throughout the offseason, like, if you checked out, social media, every Seahawks fan would be like, "Oh, let's sign Jadeveon Clowney. Let's do it." I mean, why would we sign him if he's doing nothing in Tennessee right now? He has 0 sacks right now, not that much pressure. What do you think? Are you okay with letting Clowney walk?
Yeah, absolutely, I am. We had Clowney last year, and we had a terrible pass rush. So far this year, our pass rush is. I went over this in my video that I posted earlier today. It's a little better, but it's not like Clowney. I mean, Clowney played well. I'm not saying Clowney was a bad player, but having Clowney did not make our pass rush good.
Yeah.
Having Clowney
and Ziggy, all those guys.
Yeah. So to me, the way this pass rush gets better is we need to get Rasheem Green out on the field. Hopefully, after the bye week, he'll be back. Jerron Reed needs to play better or be put in better situations. I think that's the main thing for me right now. I believe that Clowney's a good player, but I don't think if we suddenly put him in this defense, our pass rush issues would be solved.
All right,
I
another
don't.
question I'm gonna ask you. It's like the history of the Seahawks since drafting Russell Wilson. So every time I'm like, "Hey, we won a Super Bowl," that kind of stuff. Then they're like, "Oh, it's because of your defense, not because of Russell Wilson. He was overrated." But here's what comes to me. Like, before we drafted Russell Wilson, we were like 7-9, I think, back-to-back years, and we just I think randomly made the playoffs that one year. And then Pete Carroll almost lost his job, and we drafted Russell, and pretty much I think Russell Wilson saved his job. So I think honestly we won the Super Bowl. I have to give credit. We have to give credit to Russell Wilson. I mean, come on. If we never had Russell Wilson as our quarterback, I don't think we would have reached the Super Bowl or won it. In my opinion, what do you think?
Yeah. I got no issue with that. I have no problem with people saying that Wilson was a game manager his like 3.5 seasons. He was a very good one though. He still made plays. He made a lot of. He had a great deep ball. Even when Wilson was bad, he had a good deep ball. Like if you look at that Green Bay game, the third game of Wilson's career, the Hail Mary game.
Yeah.
Wilson did not play a good game in that game. He completed like 9 passes or something. It was like a Tebow game. But he did have a nice deep ball even back then. So, yeah, but I have no problem with people saying that he was a game manager until the second half of 2015. In 2015, yeah, the team became about Russell more than anything else because he started playing incredible. But at the same time, if you look at Wilson's career, he's never thrown more than 11 interceptions in a season. I don't think he's ever had more than 15 turnovers in a season. So that kind of stuff is important. He's always put up touchdowns. He's always protected the ball. He's always been efficient. Like he was never a bad player. There were some times where he wasn't one of the best, but yeah, I agree with that.
And then I want to go back to last year where we lost basically all our running backs and we're down with Marshawn Lynch, Travis Homer. Were you surprised that we ran the ball too much in the playoffs with Homer?
Well, I don't know if I was surprised. I was certainly disappointed with it.
Yeah,
I think we had one possession in the Packer game where we actually went run, punt with Marshawn Lynch, if I'm recalling correctly. So, that kind of stuff is just aggravating. I'm going to bring in Pat to the stream. Pat, you there?
Whoa.
All right. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that anymore. Okay. Anyway, go away. But yeah. I have to admit that when Wilson got the starting job, I didn't like it. I was a Matt Flynn guy. I thought Matt Flynn didn't do anything to lose the job, and I didn't think Wilson was ready.
Wilson just beat him in preseason, right? In training camp?
Yeah. Basically, he beat him in preseason. I was a Matt Flynn guy, and I did not like Wilson at all for the first 6 games or 5 or 6 games. I thought he was like Tim Tebow, man.
But don't forget though, when we played the Patriots, like Russell Wilson's rookie year, I think that's when we started like being okay. Wilson's the guy,
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That was the game where I was like, okay, maybe he can be okay. And then he beat the Bears in overtime that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, he might be something special. Like this guy might be really good. I think the fact that I thought that was more of a reflection of just like we signed Matt Flynn to be the starter. He should have to do something to lose that starting position, and I don't think he has yet. But it certainly worked out. And one thing I criticize Carroll for now is he doesn't seem to take risks anymore. But that was certainly a risk, and it really paid off. So, I don't always know everything that's going on with this team.
All right, true or false? The Seahawks are better at drafting offense than defense, like as of today.
I would say probably yes. If you look at some of our defensive draft picks, I would say that's probably true. Even this most recent draft class, which I really didn't like very much. I don't know if Emmett's still in the chat or not, but he hated it too. I didn't really like it.
Me neither.
Damian Lewis looks like he can be a starting quality guard for a long time in this league. So That's a good pick. Freddie Swain. I'm not gonna go crazy about a dude who has like 5 catches, but Freddie
Same.
Swain is producing.
Mhm.
You look at some other recent draft picks on offense. DK Metcalf's obviously the big one, and then if you look at what we're doing on defense, Blair looks like might already be kind of done. Cody Barton, I'm not really high on right now. LJ Collier's okay, but he's not a first round pick. God, what was the name of the guy we drafted and then he never played for us because he broke his face? I can't remember his name now. But
What year was this?
Somebody in the chat will know who I'm talking about. Okay, we are going to pull in TJ Wilborn.
Hello.
TJ, how you doing?
Hello.
What's up?
Okay, what's up?
All right, what's up, man? So TJ's been in my channel for a long time. He's been watching my videos for a while. So how's it going?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, so things are Malik McDowell. Thank you, Rampancy. Malik McDowell.
Ooh.
Malik. Out of
Remember
Michigan
that fight he had?
State.
That fight he had in like a what's it called? Like a gas station. He had like a fight with like
With a cop?
Yeah, and it like leaked everywhere, and it went viral.
I feel bad for that cop. There is no way you're gonna wrestle him. That was just not happening.
And we'll never know what happened, what Malik McDowell would have been if he didn't break his face. But I know Emmett, who I now see in the chat, thought that he was going to be a terrible bust. He hated Malik McDowell. So it's very possible he would have been terrible either way. Also in recent years, we did draft Carson. That was a good pick. We drafted David Moore. David Moore, also 7th round. Real nice pick. Postic is looking like he's actually a good pick. We just need to put him in the right position.
What was Tyler Lockett? I forgot him. Was he 3rd round? Tyler Lockett? 2nd round?
Lockett was a 3rd round pick, yes.
And he was a gadget guy.
Yeah. It's very telling that a lot of our players on defense we traded for. Jamal Adams we traded for. Andre Diggs we traded for. Quentin Dunbar we traded for. A lot of these guys, man, are free agent signings too. Some of them are free agent signings, like Bruce Irvin. Like, so much of the defense is not being built through the draft, and I think that's one of the big problems we've been having.
You feel bad for Bradley McDougald right now in New York?
He's making millions of dollars. He'll be okay, but we did kind of do him dirty, but got to get better. It had to be done.
I hope we get rid of Trey Flowers in the offseason. Like, I hate saying it, but I know it won't happen most likely, but I'm done with him, man. Like, I never liked Trey Flowers. Never. So.
Yeah.
Cut him from slack. Jeez.
Dude, he's so bad.
When I saw his body type, I was like, this is a Pete Carroll corner. And then those 2 years, I was like, okay, he's doing pretty good. And you're nothing. I can't say nothing anymore, man. It's sad. It's sad because
Trey Flowers has had some plays, but you got to remember he was a safety. In the first 2 years in the NFL, we was in a zone-based defense, which helped him a lot. And now we're switching more to man, and that's struggling a little bit because you're just basically throwing him in the deep end. So maybe give him to the end of the year and then criticize him at the end.
Nah, man, I'm done. I'm gonna keep criticizing him. Okay, I'm gonna be me, no matter what.
Yeah. I am a pro Trey Flowers, but I'm can't do it no more.
Thank you,
Brendan. He's got to prove a lot in these next 12 games if he wants to get back in my good graces. Maybe we need to move him back to safety, but we don't need a safety right now. So, what are you gonna do? All right, Hasher, we got a couple people waiting, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
Thanks, man.
I will see you maybe see you in stream later tonight, but whenever you come around, just goodbye me. I'll see you later.
Man. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna bring in Judah J here to join us. Judah J, I've seen you in the stream all night. So how are you doing tonight?
Oh my God.
All right. God. Somebody just to imitate dude in the stream. Okay, wow. Okay, these trolls are getting next level, man. These trolls are getting next level. They actually pretended to be somebody who was actually in the chat.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't understand why they're going after me, though. I don't even have 1,400 subs yet. I'm not a big channel.
It's probably just one person.
Could be. But so TJ, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, I guess.
Yeah. So how you feeling about this Vikings game?
I'm confident, I guess. I mean, I'm not really big on our defense, but it's improved. So I mean, as long as we can stop Adam Thielen, I think we'll be okay.
Mhm. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna pull in this comment, put it on stream. Judah J, that was not me. Okay, I kind of figured these trolls are getting good, man. They're evolving fast, man. But anyway, yeah, I feel good about this game. The only thing that makes me hesitate a little bit is the supposed rain that's going to be here, but I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's going to be overly severe. We'll see what happens when the game actually starts, but I'm not worried about that. So anyway, what part of the country are you from?
I'm from Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. Right. Okay. I think I remember you mentioned that in the chat. So how long have you been a Seahawks fan, man?
Since about the beginning, maybe the middle of 2008.
Okay, that's a good long period. That's a good long period. A lot of Seahawks fans join. Okay, that's the second Seahawks fan we've had tonight on the show that joined in '08, which was actually a year where we were terrible. That was the last Mike Holmgren year. We were trashed that year. So, not easy to get on then, but
The main reason why is because I was watching a Titans game, and the score prediction, or not predictions, the score was at the bottom of the screen, and I saw the Seahawks, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool helmet thing." So I clicked on that game, and then I started looking at the uniforms and stuff, and then that's the main reason why I became a Seahawk fan. But really, what really made me become one was in 2010 when we drafted Earl Thomas. I was a huge Earl Thomas fan, even though I'm an Oklahoma fan instead of a Texas fan. So that's what really drew me to the Seahawks.
yeah, that's not a bad reason at all. I can go for that. I know one guy. He's a Cowboys fan, and he's also a Sooners fan. And he's such a big Sooners fan that the Eagles got so many Sooners on their team at one point. They had Sam Bradford, they had DeMarco Murray, and they had Lane Johnson. He was like, I don't even know what to root for in these games anymore because there was a game where the Cowboys played the Eagles. He was like, man, I'm actually kind of having a hard time. So those, college to NFL bonds sometimes are strong. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, you certainly picked the right player to follow.
Yeah.
So, are you watching this baseball game at all? Do you watch baseball?
Nah, if the Blue Jays ain't playing, then I'm not really watching baseball.
Yeah. The Blue Jays made the playoffs, didn't they?
Yes, they did, and they got destroyed by the Rays, I believe.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Rays are good, so really
Yeah.
tough to get anywhere in baseball sometimes. But so you got anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to talk about while you're on? I don't think anybody's in the queue right now.
Do you think that Snacks will bring pass rush? Because I personally don't.
Well, I don't think Snacks is a pass rusher.
Nope.
Maybe he can eat up double teams and allow Jerron Reed to provide more pass rush because he really hasn't been doing much yet. But I don't think the pass rush is coming from Snacks. I think it's going to be coming from guys who are benefiting from playing with Snacks. That's the best I can say right now. I don't know if Snacks is just washed up at this point or if he still is able to draw double teams, but we're going to find out pretty quickly here.
Do you think we resign Puna Ford?
Puna Ford does not strike me as the kind of player who's going to demand a lot of money because he's a very plain and one-dimensional run-stuffing defensive tackle. He doesn't rush the passer. He doesn't put up monster numbers. So, yes. I think we could re-sign Poona Ford. We've always had defensive tackles like Poona Ford on this team. It feels like the Rubin, the McDaniel, the God. There have been a couple others too, but we always want to have that guy. Why not get a guy for his whole career?
And Poona Ford's been pretty good at stopping the run.
Yeah. I think Poona's really good at stopping the run. Now he's not an amazing player, but he's very good at that role.
And he's pretty good for an undrafted player.
Oh yeah. That's been one of the rare wins for this front office in the draft lately. They have hit a couple of those undrafted players. Not as many as they used to, though. I remember like that 3-year period we pulled in. Doug Baldwin was undrafted.
Curtis
Browner was undrafted. Was J.R. Sweezy undrafted, or did he go in the 7th round? But there was a lot of
a 7th rounder.
Yeah, Jermaine Kearse was undrafted. I think I know that.
Thomas Rawls.
Thomas Rawls was a nice one. Yeah. I kind of have high hopes for he's not undrafted, but so far down in the 7th round, he may as well have Stephen Sullivan. I'm gonna bring the Rye guy back in because he just joined the queue. What's up, man?
What? Right? No, that has to be somebody else. That's not him.
Okay. I just saw Rye guy in chat, so I was like, okay, he must be here. He must be trying to call back in. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. You know what? That's okay. Yeah, okay. Rye guy. Yeah, he's saying I'm eating dinner, so it's not him. Okay. Yeah, I can see us resigning Poona Ford. Maybe be the new Brandon Mebane, just unremarkable but solid. Spends most of his career here. I know Mebane is somehow still playing, even though he's like 80 years old, which is crazy. But we basically had him for the best part of his career.
Yeah. And what a lot of people say they should wouldn't. I honestly think we're gonna resign Chris Carson. We run the ball so much. I honestly don't believe we're gonna get rid of him. Pete has proved that plenty of times.
Well, first of all, so far this year we haven't run the ball that much. We've actually run the ball a pretty league average amount. It really hasn't been that remarkable. I think we're actually even above average by a little bit in terms of how much we pass. So not worried about that. Now I could see us re-signing Carson, but I don't know what money's going to look like because Carson is not Ezekiel Elliott. He's not Derrick Henry. He's never been one of those guys.
Well,
and he's very injury prone, and he's never had like a dominant seasons. I don't know how much money he's going to want. There's definitely a price where I would be okay bringing back Carson, but I think I like the idea of just going to get another guy even better. Just find a draft in the 4th or 5th round.
I'm waiting to see DJ Dallas take a little more snaps since Carlos Hyde's injured.
I think Hyde's going to play this weekend, though. I'm getting that vibe.
Because Homer's not a running back.
Yeah.
He's a special teamer.
Yeah. Homer's not the guy, but DJ Dallas has a chance. I'm gonna see what he has this year, but I feel like the best thing you can do when you have a quarterback like Russell Wilson is just kind of keep the assembly line of running backs running every year. Just like get a guy, keep him for 4 years, and then move on to the next one. Let someone else pay for Carson in his latter years, because usually running backs after the 4th year, they're not producing as much. Sean Alexander was nothing after his 5th season, I think it was, or maybe it was 6th. And Sean Alexander is might be the greatest running back in franchise history, him or Lynch. So I don't know. To me, it's smart business to just keep on moving the running backs.
Is there someone in the draft you wish we took?
Well, there are definitely some players in this draft that I liked. We could not have gotten Jalen Reagor, so I'm not even going to count him. But so far, I kind of wish we had gotten Josh Jones in the 3rd round, but Damian Lewis has been so good, I'm not too mad about it. Ooh, home run? Almost, not quite. Okay. Let's see here. I can't think of anybody too over the top. Like maybe Yetur Grossmatos would have been nice instead of Jordan Brooks. But other than that, I can't think of any big names off the top of my head that I was in love with. Maybe Hunter Bryant. Maybe Hunter Bryant because he's actually been producing a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to address this comment real quick by KP. How do you feel about the Mariners rebuild? I like it. I think we're rebuilding well. I think we have a chance in 2021. I'm not going to get into too much here. So KP, that would be my answer to you.
How do you feel about Freddie Swain?
He can do some stuff. I'm not gonna freak out about a dude who has like 5 catches in 4 games, but I think he can do. And to me, he kind of when he came out of the draft, he made me think of Golden Tate. But Golden Tate did not pick up the offense as fast as Freddie Swain is, for whatever that's worth. Really impressive. So yeah, I like Freddie Swain. He's doing more than I thought he would. I got to give him credit for that. I don't know what his role is in terms of being a starter one day, but I like Freddie Swain.
Who's your best rookie so far that's not the first 3 rounds?
Best rookie in the not in the first 3 rounds. Let me take a look here.
Cody Parkinson isn't playing. Sullivan isn't playing. I think it's gonna have to be Swain, Freddie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. If you're talking about Seahawks players, it pretty much has to be Freddie Swain. I thought you were talking league wide.
No.
Yeah, league wide. That would be a difficult thing to answer. I would have to do a little bit of research, but on the team, yeah, it has to be Freddie Swain pretty much. Who else could it be? KP, I see you trying to join, but your devices are not connected. So try to sort that out, and maybe I can bring you in. Actually, DJ Dallas was a 4th round pick, so it could just as easily end up being DJ Dallas over Freddie Swain.
I really wish we got Trey Adams, the tackle out of Washington, even though he's injured, but he really fits the bill.
Yeah, I would have liked that as well. Okay, KP. I'm gonna bring in KP here. KP, you're on.
Fuck this pussy boy.
Okay. All right. So that's what happens when you have an inaugural episode, I guess. So
I think you should just add people that you know from the stream.
Yeah, as this goes on, I might end up having to do something like that. We've gone for almost 2 hours and 15 minutes. Pretty successful. I know we've had the trolls, but trolls just mean you're doing something right as far as I'm concerned. So, I can live with it. Okay, KP. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Get an avatar, dude. Get an avatar. Then I believe. All right, TJ. I think it's time to wrap this call-in show up.
All right.
Thank you for coming on. If I do this again, which I think I will be, feel free to come on in the future. And thank you for coming on, man. But I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Peace out.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to call that a call-in show. This was a lot of fun for me. We went 2 hours, 15 minutes. Baseball game is still tied at 1-1. Not a lot going on. So I will probably be streaming again later tonight on Dragon Quest. So you can come watch me play Dragon Quest. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. So peace out, go Hawks. Keep an eye out for a post-game video tomorrow if you can't stream. And hopefully we can weed the trolls out a little better next time. All right, peace.